This is Andy. Okay, so body position is good. Your reach is really good. That right arm, a bit more of a straight arm on the recovery sometimes. So you try to. I'm just talking to the video camera. Yeah, keep going. Yep. You know, get a little bit more of the high elbow recovery. You do raise your head a bit when you're turning to breathe, so you're going to want to, as much as possible, you know, keep that head level in the water. So try to think about just kind of rotating to the side. The kick looks good. Looks like you got a pretty effective kick. Okay, so you can see like you're reaching to the center or maybe crossing over slightly, and that's causing a bit of a wobble in the stroke. So try to reach off the side or just in front of your shoulder a little bit. You may be rotating a little too much right now. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you got flexible shoulders. Your shoulders almost coming over the top of your head. So you're going to want to rotate those shoulders just a little less, actually. So as far as the underwater goes, you have on both arms what I would call a straight arm pull, and what that means is that your upper arm and your forearm basically stay in one line as you go through the stroke. That's actually the second most effective way to swim freestyle, so it's not bad, and you can actually get pretty fast doing it that way. The faster method, or the more effective method, is the high elbow catch, which we talked a lot about, you know, at the clinic, and that's where you while you're reaching forward, you sort of internally rotate your shoulder and then try to get your hand and forearm to angle down or vertical as early as possible in the stroke. Imagine if it's like you're trying to lock your hand in place and then pull your body up to that point. Or if you were climbing a brick wall, so it'd be like locking your fingers into a section of brick and then pulling yourself up to that point. You're doing a good job of pulling all the way through the stroke, so that's good. You know, the combination of pulling a little more outside the line of your body, see how your arms are crossing over the center line, or pulling directly under your body. So if you pull on the outside with a higher elbow, that's going to be a more powerful stroke. And we talk about it here with the one arm, I recall that. And so you're doing better pulling off the side, and a little bit on the catch angle there. So one arm drill is fantastic for working on the technique. You can almost make the argument that that's really the only drill people need to do. It's not quite true, but it's really a very good drill. Catch-up drill is also pretty good. There your arm is a little more straight. So if you go through some of the other videos on this channel, you'll see some people that are swimming with the high elbow, and it's very distinct. You know, what happens is the upper arm is still pointed forward in the water, but the forearm and the hand have angled down, so you can't miss it. And yeah, your kick is pretty strong, so you're actually getting a fair bit of your propulsion in the swim at the moment from your kick. That's great for swimming. From a triathlon standpoint, you could wear your legs out a little bit doing that. So as your upper arm or upper body gets stronger and more effective, you can kick less. So this is just one arm drill viewed from the top. And so you're doing good here. With both arms, you're going to want to keep working on that high elbow. Keep trying to get that angle. That's a little better with the left, it looks like. So if you see that hand and forearm sort of disappearing from view, that's how you can tell that you're getting some of the high elbow catch. So remember, it starts in the shoulder. It's like a shoulder shrug and then internally rotate, or a forward rotation. At the same time, your elbow sort of externally rotates. And you can just practice the motion standing around. If you were to raise your arm over your head and then try to get your hand and forearm to go parallel to the ground, while at the same time you're keeping your upper arm still up or next to your head, and that's really the swim motion that you want to work towards. And this is catch-up drill that you're doing here. So you're doing a good job with good extension and the timing of it. The recovery, or your arms coming over, are straight, so you might want to work on the high elbow recovery or keeping your hand a little lower. There's a drill called zipper drill, a fingertip drag you can look up. Alright, and then here we have sort of frame by frame. So you can see good extension, good reach forward, and then as you take the stroke, look at your forearm hand angle and upper arm angle. So that's basically one line. So that's a straight arm pull. What you want to see, ideally, as you get more skilled at this, is that your upper arm is pointed forward, but your hand and forearm are pointing down, and that recruits the lat muscles a lot more. It enables your lats to pull through the water more, or to do more of the work. The way you're doing it, basically your biceps and triceps are doing most of the work, and you're doing a little bit of work with pectoral muscles and lats. And same thing on this side, basically. So you really no problem with the reach forward. Your flexibility is good, and then arms, arm, hand, upper arm, lower arm, all sort of one line here. So combination of getting the high elbow, pulling a little more outside the line of your body rather than under your body, eliminating some of the head bob on the breathing, and those are your real keys for getting faster. Swim 3 times a week if you can. That's the way to do it. 4 even if you really want to get better at it. And keep it up. Good job.